Now, your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Now there's a pretty sight. Our tower cam showing a little bit of blue sky out there. Love to see that. Of course, with the blue sky comes the sunshine. The sunshine leads to the heating, and it will be a warmer day today than we've seen over the last couple of days, thanks to that little extra bit of sunshine. Ah, what a pretty place we live in, huh? Ah, it's gorgeous. 88 degrees current air temperature, dew point. Oh, is it thick out there with an 80-degree dew point. One of the reasons for that is the fact that we're getting enough sunshine now over land that it's starting to increase our evaporation rates. And goodness knows we have plenty of water to evaporate on the soil and in the ground. So we are going to see kind of high humidities and sticky feel to the air today. We look at a south-southwest wind at about 11, and of course that westerly component to the wind doesn't help a thing either. That's also pumping in moisture, so the combination of the two making it feel very sticky. We'll start off the morning tomorrow morning with a really kind of warm start to the day, probably 81 degrees or so. 86 degrees Myakka, Arcadia, Wauchula, 87 in Parrish, Bradenton, 89, Lakewood Ranch already. 87 degrees in Northport and Inglewood, 88 in Venice, and Longboat Key comes in at 86. So if we look at the deep south radar and the mid-Atlantic radar, we see a couple of things. One, it's called a potential tropical cyclone, and the reason they're doing that, they started it this year and they'll do it from here on, is, well, actually, it's kind of a direct result of Sandy. Remember Sandy, which really needed hurricane warnings up, but they technically couldn't do it because it wasn't quite a hurricane yet, though they knew it would become a hurricane. Well, they've eliminated that problem now by calling this a potential tropical cyclone. So you can put up some tropical storm watches up for the North Carolina and South Carolina coast, and then that system will gradually drift further away from land. Of course, we still have Harvey, a tropical storm still, but nevertheless dropping a lot of rainfall around. Connecting those two systems is a little bit of a frontal boundary, which is lifting north and taking rain showers with it. As it lifts north, we're getting some drier air in here aloft, which is going to allow for probably fewer showers around today and certainly less intense showers, I think. This is the water vapor imagery. Look at these turquoise colors yesterday of the high moisture content air, and now this kind of brownish tan color of low moisture content air starts to work its way in. That'll be with us solidly tomorrow and really give us plenty of sunshine to start the day. It's a nice thing to see. We have a frontal boundary, as I mentioned, kind of connecting these two systems in a very loose kind of way. That frontal boundary is lifting north today. Stalled frontal boundary stalls out to the north of us, takes the rain shower chances with it, and the best chance of rain today will be around the Big Bend region, leaving us with a little chance to dry out. So rain chances are going down. We'll have a warm, humid afternoon. And then the sunshine is really going to return, I think, at full force tomorrow. We're going to see a very sunny day. That's good. It really helped to evaporate some of this moisture around. Tropics, of course, we're going to talk about these two systems, but we also have a third system out there with an 80% chance of development. We'll be watching that one very carefully. It's on a westward track, and it does have the potential for developing by Sunday out in the Atlantic here. So we'll keep an eye on that one. The other system, of course, continues off into the northern waters where it's of no problem to us. We'll talk about Harvey coming up in the next half hour. The forecast for us today, a 40% chance of rain. Tomorrow, only 20%, but hot and humid for the week ahead. Back to you.